Hi viewers, welcome you all to the 24th edition of the Mysore Sport YouTube channel. Golf is a very popular sport in the sporting scene. Mysore has always been producing talented golfers from time to time who have gone on to represent India and in the national and international level. We are here at the picturesque JWGC golf course in Mysore, and JWGC has been producing talented golfers from time to time. Along with us today we have a professional golfer in I.L.Aalaap who has represented India in the senior amateur level. He turned pro in 2018 and he has been having a good season from then on. In 2021 he had a very good season in the PGTI Tour, and his exploits will be shared by him with us. On behalf of the Mysore Sport YouTube channel, I welcome him for our 24th episode.
Hi sir, thank you so much for having me on your YouTube channel mysuresport.com. I keep seeing all the interviews of all the other athletes, and it feels very nice to be here as one, talking to you and getting a chance to share all my experiences.
Thanks I.L.Aap.
Thank you so much.
How did you start golf?
So my father is a golfer. He's a very avid golfer actually. I would say he plays more than me, being a professional. But as a kid, he's generally a busy man, but as a kid I used to see at home he always used to make time to play the sport.
Okay.
And I always used to think he's so busy for everything else, I don't know how he finds the time to come and play this game. So that kind of piqued my interest, so I thought let me go and see what all this fuss is about. So I came to the golf course then when I was 8 years old.
This was at JWGC?
Yes sir, JWGC golf course. And that's it. I just started watching him play, and then I couldn't resist the urge. I took up a club. It was a small club, and I started hitting balls. And one of the head coaches here saw that. He said, okay, this guy maybe has something in the game. Okay. So that's how I got interest in the game of golf. Yeah.
How did JWGC encourage you in the junior program? How was it helpful?
So JWGC Junior program is a very special program. It's very close to my heart because that's where firstly I made all of my very close friends in life today. Okay. So that is the first credit. And the second thing is the junior program at JWGC taught us how to love the game first. Okay. And it built passion for us. It taught us how to respect the game first. Okay. And it sort of taught us that camaraderie, and it taught us all the right manners. Because all the members who were there when they started, they were all very senior members. So it gave us a chance to kind of love the game first before thinking about it professionally or anything else. So I think it taught us how to love the game.
Who started coaching you and who was your first coach?
So my first coach here was Sudarshan sir. He's, we call him Talaiva here. He's the first coach for all the golfers, almost 90% of golfers in Mysore. So I was his student too. He was my first coach. He taught me how to play the game.
He was my coach too.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, he's almost everyone's coach. So that's where I learned the game from. He taught me how to play the game first. He taught me all the basics, and then I moved on later to different coaches.
How did tournament play come in, and how was the when did you start playing tournaments?
So JWGC has a very fantastic club tournament program. Okay. They used, of course, now because of COVID they're not hosting so much, but when I was a kid there were like 15 tournaments a year. Okay. And luckily we had a lot of sponsors and passionate golfers lucky enough to kind of sponsor tournaments for us. So every year I used to get to play 15 tournaments here as a kid.
That's good.
So I think that's where I learned to play the golf competitively because of the tournament program of JWGC.
How did the amateur junior tour go on? How was that playing in that tour?
It was a fantastic experience to go out of your home, go out of your comfort zone and play tournaments as a kid. As a kid, it was more about enjoying, meeting your friends outside on these junior tours, just getting together. But I played junior golf till I was about 15, 16 years old. Okay. And then I had to shift my focus towards studies. Okay. So I took a short break. But the period of playing that junior golf was a golden era because there was a bunch of us and every day it was so much fun. There was no mean energy between anyone. All of us just wanted to enjoy, have fun. And so the sportsmanship between everyone was fantastic. So junior golf was a great experience. So as I said, I had to take a break and I think I did my 12th, and after my engineering only in 2014 I got back seriously to golf.
How
Until
was
then,
the transition into senior golf and then representing the country in the amateur level? How did that happen, and how was the exposure?
the exposure was great, sir. I mean, like I said, after engineering I decided I wanted to do full-time golf. So I shifted to Eagleton, and from 2015 I started playing. And of course, my friend Yashas here, everyone must have seen, he's a very good golfer. So he was on the scene a little earlier than me, and he was playing for the country.
Okay.
So it in turn inspired me and made me want to do the same.
Correct.
So I think I worked hard towards that, and I reached the level enough to get selected for the team.
How was the 2021 season, and how was your coaching, and who is coaching you now?
So my 2021 season was good. It's the best so far as a
Okay.
professional for me.
Okay.
So that is a positive reinforcement for me going into the next season.
Okay.
And currently I'm working with Mr. Lawrence Brotheridge. He's from the UK,
Okay.
and he's part of the David Ledbetter Academy.
Okay.
I've been working with him for the past three and a half years now.
Okay.
And I really like his style of teaching, and I'm very happy
Okay.
with what he's doing with my game. Yeah.
Where do you need to improve your putting or chipping? Where do you find you can have improvements?
I think a little bit of everything in golf. For me right now, I think if I were to be honest, I think it's just the attitude that I bring to each event. So I think along with working technically on every part of my game, I think it's the mental aspect that I need to take to the next level now to reach greater heights in my game. So
Yeah, how did the COVID break give you an opportunity to come back? Did it affect you? What was the real thing which you did during that break?
So like everyone else during COVID, I think I learned to cook. That was one skill I added. But all jokes apart, with respect to golf, I think it gave me a lot of time to break down my game into parts and analyze each one area, and to kind of figure out where I was going wrong, because I had a lot of time and no tournaments coming up. So I think I got the chance to break down everything into separate parts and get a closer look at it, and try and gain some perspective on how to improve each area a little better. Yeah.
How did the 2021 season was a little bit decent one for you?
Yeah.
You made the cut in around 14 or 15
Yeah.
tournaments
14
out of the 19.
Yeah.
Which was your best one, and where did you play your best golf?
I played really well at the Glade 1 Masters this season. It was early in the year in Ahmedabad. I finished 11th, and that's my best finish yet as a professional. So that was a very good tournament for me, because I was inching a little closer to the leaderboards in certain patches. Of course, I couldn't finish it off too well.
Day 1 and day 2 where you were in the top 10.
Yeah, day 3 I was inching a little closer, but then as part of the game it brought me down. I couldn't finish well, but just to be around that zone of near the leaderboard, and just to experience that feeling again after being an amateur, I think gave me a lot of confidence. It gave me a lot of momentum to carry for the rest of the season. Hence I had pretty much of a decent season, yeah. So
You also have varied interests, and you're also involved with a startup called Foodbox,
Yeah.
and you have made a name by being very popular in Mysore.
Yeah.
How was that?
you.
How did it go?
So basically Foodbox is my very close friend Murli. He's my engineering classmate. That is his brainchild and his interest mainly. I'm just a sleeping partner in it. I just use it for the interviews to look good. I don't do most of the work there. I'm just a sleeping partner, but yeah, I mean, it's great to know at the back of the mind, you know, I'm part of a business, a successful business, and everyone's talking about it in Mysore, and we're helping a lot of people who are in remote areas to get access to the kind of food
That's
we
very
make.
nice, yeah. Good.
And we make predominantly it's homemade food. So yeah, I'm very happy to be part of that. I need to thank my friend for giving me a chance to be part of it. Yeah.
What's your future goal, and how do you think your golfing career as a professional will be in the days to come?
I think my career is in good hands right now. I think I'm confident of doing very well through the years coming up. My most immediate goal is to try and finish within the top 15 of the final rankings in the order of merit on the PGTI this season. Apart from that, I'd like to play on the Asian Tour next. That is my next target. Once I start playing really well on the PGTI, it'll give me enough confidence to start going outside and playing on the Asian Tour. Yeah, that's my most.
Tell us something about your family. Your family has been very supportive, and tell us something about them.
Yeah, I'm very lucky to have the family that are supporting me from day one. Since I was a kid, I've literally lived on the golf course, and they've always supported my dream. They've always pushed me towards getting better. My mother's a professor and my dad's a businessman. My sister is a journalist. So I grew up at home, not needing to look for inspiration anywhere outside. I saw it within my parents, and they kept imparting a lot of wisdom and trying to push me towards.
True, that's always nice to have supportive parents.
Yeah, they always try to bring out the best in me and keep pushing me no matter what. So I'm very lucky indeed. Yeah.
Right. And what's your advice for the upcoming youngsters?
The only thing I would tell youngsters these days is to believe in themselves 100% without any doubt, because it gets so competitive these days that you tend to kind of start doubting yourself, looking at what's happening with others around you. You start reacting to other people's results, other people's processes, and you forget your strengths and your own abilities. So I would tell the juniors these days to just trust themselves and back themselves more than anything, no matter what, 100%.
Thanks for coming, I.L.Aap, and thanks for talking to us for our Mysore Sport YouTube channel. Very great.
Thank you.
And wish you a very successful career.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for having me on the show once again. It's very kind of you to do what you're doing, supporting sport at the grassroots level, trying to improve every sport there is in the city and highlight all these athletes who are here. So it's been an honor for me to come on your show and share my experiences with you. Thank you so much.